Modern physics maps a universe of cold, mechanical matter expanding through a vacuum. Thousands of years ago, however, the Vedic sages documented a different model, one that describes the cosmos as a single, conscious, breathing organism. Long before we had telescopes mapping the stars, ancient minds recorded the anatomy of this cosmic body. They preserved this framework in a text known as the Yajurveda. The 31st chapter of the text introduces the foundational concept of this universal anatomy, the Purusha. The Purusha is the entirety of existence functioning as a single entity. The text describes it as having 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 feet, a poetic way of saying it experiences reality through every living creature at once. This entity encompasses the physical earth and spills outward, extending into the infinite space beyond. Every particle and planet is a fragment of its total scale. This raises a logical problem. If this eternal, spiritual entity is everything, we need to understand how the distinct physical objects of our daily lives, like mountains and rivers, actually take form. The Yajurveda explains that from the Purusha arose the Virat, the physical, material manifestation of nature. The cosmos emerged as the deliberate manifestation of a singular body. Understanding its anatomy provides a map for our own purpose within the whole. When we hear the word yajna today, we typically picture an earthly ceremony where physical offerings are poured into a fire pit. But the Yajurveda treats these earthly rituals as small-scale models of the fundamental process that built the universe. The text states that physical reality was born from a massive spiritual sacrifice. The forces of nature performed a universal yajna to build the world. Because there were no pre-existing raw materials, the Purusha had to offer a portion of its own nature into the fire to create structure. This establishes the primary law of the Vedic universe. Creation requires sacrifice. Nothing in the cosmos is generated without an equal, selfless exchange of energy. If there was no physical matter yet to burn, what exactly was being offered into this cosmic fire to build our world? The text provides a surreal answer. The seasons of the year served as the raw materials for this creation. The cosmic spring acted as the ghee, the clarified butter that initiates and smooths the ritual. Summer served as the intense fuel that accelerated the expansion of the cosmic fire. Finally, autumn and winter acted as the fragrant havi, the oblation that allows stable physical structures to cool and lock into place. This perpetual cycle produced the diversity of life, animals, elements, and the knowledge required to understand them. By viewing the material world as a result of these forces offering up their own nature, the Yajurveda reveals that the laws of nature are built on a foundation of continuous, cyclical giving. We can scale this philosophy down from the infinite cosmos to the microscopic scale of a single human cell. The Yajurveda operates on a rule of perfect reflection. The macrocosm mirrors the microcosm. If the universe is the grand, divine body of the Purusha, then a human being is a single, living cell within that grand organism. This is why the Yajurveda is known as the Karma Veda, the Veda of action. It provides the instruction manual for how each cell should function to keep the whole body healthy. Living the yajnik way means acting selflessly to create maximum benefit for the whole system, nourishing both nature and humanity. Hoarding these sources or acting only for oneself functions like a disease, destabilizing the connections and harming the greater cosmic body. In this view, every daily duty is a vital contribution to the health of the cosmic organism. Performing your work with purpose means you are participating in the same ongoing ritual that created the stars. Subscribe to Sutreya to continue exploring the universe within.